All right, guys. So this is my first year doing Dynasty Fantasy. I may make another video about it later about my other teams and if I should make deals and just throw my team up. And you tell me if I should make a deal or not. I've got a 7-3 team, a 6-4 team. On my work league, I'm 4-6. I'm kind of upset about it. It's my only sub 500 team. But my Dynasty team was 0-5 and now it's 5-5. I only made one trade all season. You have 3 years of future picks, 6 rounds. So 2025, there's 6 rounds. I gave up a third and somebody, I can't remember who it was, for Hawkinson early in the season. Because I had Dalton Schultz and he was making me mad. And he really tanked my tight end position. He's been not very good for the Texans or for fantasy. Like, especially after how much he got paid. It was disappointing. That's the only trade I made. I got offered a bunch. I was like, no. I even posted them on Twitter and some are garbage. It happens. It's fantasy. I made 5 trades this week. One of them, I'm not sure about this one. It's punting on future years, but I traded Jordan Addison for Cortland Sutton straight up to improve my receiver position because I had Jalen Hurts, Baker, who I traded in another trade I'll point out in a second, and Stafford, who I may let go of. So I had 2 top 5 quarterbacks in Stafford for depth. Running back, I had Josh. I traded him too, and then I'll tell you that one in a minute. I have Josh Jacobs, DeAndre Swift, Audric Estime coming up, Ramondre Stevenson, Nick Chubb. Oh, I'm missing a running back. And I got another starter in there. Oh, and I just traded for Devon Kane. Receivers, Tyreek Hill's been kind of stuck, and I flipped him. A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, who I flipped in another trade. For Keenan Allen, I traded for Donnie and a 5th for Donnie Mitchell straight up. So I went youth there, went older on the other trade, and then this is the big one. I decided to flip Baker, Darnell Mooney, who was saving me at receiver. He was my best receiver, better than on the season than A.J. Brown or Tyreek Hill. And I have Keenan Allen. I picked up Mike Williams. I've got Jerry Jeudy, Jalen McMillan. I'm hoping pans out. And this team went from 0-5 to 5-5. And now at tight end, I have Hawkinson. I traded for Likely in this trade. So this trade, I traded. This was a big one. I traded away Baker. I traded away Mooney. I traded a first rounder, and I think it was a 5th for Devon Kane, Likely, and a 5th and a 4th. What do y'all think of that trade? So I did not Jalen Millen. I traded Jordan Addison straight up for Cortland Sutton. So I've got Cortland Sutton sliding in at 3rd receiver behind A.J. Brown, maybe 2nd receiver. I got Devon Kane, DeAndre Swift, Ramondre Stevenson, Nick Chubb, Audric Estime at running back. What do y'all think? Do you think this team's a Super Bowl contender? Then I decided to trade away Josh Jacobs. I got a 1st, a 2nd, 2 4ths for Josh Jacobs and Amari Cooper. I got Amari Cooper in that trade. Was that a good one? And then I flipped Tyreek Hill for 2 seconds, a 4th, and a 6th. So I gave up some depth. I gave up a 1st in one of those trades, and then I got a 1st back and 3 seconds. It's Dynasty. I don't know. I was hoping to not punt on this season, still be good, and have a contender. I'd given up Jacobs kind of hurt, but Tyreek Hill, he's 30. We don't know about Tua's health. I don't know if he's going to start. It looks like he's starting to slide a little, but the quarterback placement's so bad this year, but he doesn't look like the same guys last year. And he's a little dude. Is he going to get it back? So I punted on Hill, and it was a tough one, but I got some picks. The trade deadline is Monday after the game, so I've got 3 more days. It's Friday to make trades. I don't know if I'm going to make one more. I may trade a couple of those picks to get one more win now player, because now my lineup, I'm rolling with Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford, lost depth at quarterback, so I'm going to have to get a quarterback soon, another one, just to back up Hurts. He's been recently really good, so it's good enough to start at quarterback. At running back, I had Devon Kane. I have a top 10 running back now, finally. DeAndre Swift. I've got Ramondre Stevenson sitting right there. Nick Chubb, if he gets healthy, and Audric Estime. It's a double flex league, so I can start 2 of those running backs. At receiver, I've still got A.J. Brown. I've got Cortland Sutton now. I lost Darnell Mooney. That really hurts, and losing Hill really thinned me out at receiver, so that's my only concern, but I only have to start 2 of them. And I still have Mike Williams, Jerry Jeudy, and Jalen McMillan for depth. At tight end, now I have Hawkinson, who's starting to play pretty good, Likely backing him up, and I've got Theo Johnson, rookie tight end. Kicker, I think I've got McLaughlin, the Bucks kicker, and it's an IDP league, so I'm sitting with Dexter Lawrence, Thibodeau on IR, And DeForest Buckner. At linebacker, I've got Fred Warner and Bobby Wagner. And at DB, I've got Winfield and I've got Nixon backing him up. And I could pick Petrie back up. So let me know what y'all think. Evan Williams is out there too. I might take a flyer on him. I did early in the season for a couple games, but if he's healthy, he was actually really good. So let me know what y'all think. That's my dynasty. It's a fantasy thing. Tonight, we'll talk a little bit of that, but we'll spray some fantasy in and some boxing because of the Tyson Paul fight. But we'll be talking Packers, Bears, 9 p.m. Eastern on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube Live. I'll see you guys there.